Oh god, not this again. Not this one. Alright, well, let's get it over with. You'll see why I say in a minute. What is happening, everybody? Welcome to another X Truck Tour. And I'm gonna be honest, I was reluctant to do this truck because I'm not a big fan of internationals. That's what this is, the international, I think I-9900, I'm not sure, but it's pretty much the only international you'll see in truck mods. And I didn't want to do it because I'm not a big fan of internationals. I'm just not. I've had this truck before, and it's not a bad truck. I'm just not a fan of internationals. So, but to keep this bias for the video and to just give y'all an understanding of the truck and putting my feelings aside, it's not a bad truck. It really isn't. But I will give you one thing that's a good little tidbit for all you people with less than like these high-powered computers and graphics cards and all that and everything. If you got a lower-powered PC, this truck will run really well, because I honestly believe it's taken from the old school game 18 Wheels of Steel hauling. Because see, you can tell just by looking at it that it's not quite the same graphics and detail as some of the other trucks on here. Same when you get on the inside. I mean, you get your speedometer, your RPMs, and a few other little gauges here and there. But I might be just my computer, but from far as I can see, a lot of this stuff shaded out. Textures aren't quite as same as the other trucks on here. I mean, the detailing on the background stuff is kind of decent, so it's not awful, but it's not a very high def truck. But with that in mind, it makes other things about the truck more, I guess, run more smoothly, because it doesn't have to focus so much on providing detail to all these little things. Like, I'll give you an example here. Let me throw it in gear for you. I'll show you the brake off. It's got one brake light here. I think, or as you can see, it illuminates. They do illuminate, so it's not awful. I think it's got, is my high beam not working? I don't know. Hold on one second, let me check, make sure my high beam thing ain't broke. Turn it back on here. Okay, there we go. Okay, I was about to say something. But anyway, no, it's got the high beam indicator. The blue that's on right now is just for lights being on. Then you got your flip up for your high beam. And get outside here. You can see it's on, they're working and everything. So I mean, it's not awful, but it's not like a HD truck per se. But like I was saying, that's not exactly a bad thing, because it's not focusing on that to provide ample enhancement, well, not enhancement, but ample, I can't think of the right word, but to let you know it's there in very sharp, crisp detail. It allows other stuff to pick up. Like, see how the truck bounces? That's not mod, that's just the way the truck becomes now. Well, I shouldn't say now, that's how it's always been, because it's not putting all that detail into everything else. So, but no, it's not an awful truck. There are little things. It doesn't have a Jake brake. Unless my button just no, it just doesn't have a Jake brake. So it doesn't have a Jake brake, and I'm gonna show you backing up. Or it doesn't have cables either. It doesn't have that. And I'm gonna show you backing up. It has advanced coupling, but it's a little tricky. So I'm trying to go slow as I do it. You can see how it just slides through the fifth wheel, and you thinking it doesn't have it, but as soon as you pull up a little bit and stop on it, because you can see it's right in there and it's not catching per se, but that's why I said it's a little tricky to catch it on this one. Catching with me now. As you can see, it's lined up perfectly for it. So advanced coupling it does it. It's just, here, let me get back inside, see if I can get it, because I had it a second ago. See if I can. But don't worry, this won't be a long video anyway. I'm just running the Oxnard, because you know how I like to do. I like to show you it would load. I might be off a little bit here. Don't worry, I'm giving it one more try, then we're just gonna let that go. I'll just throw it off. Huh. That's interesting. My Jake brake works now. It didn't work when I drove it earlier. Yeah, see, it just doesn't have it. Well, it's not easy, because on any other truck, advanced coupling on, it should have slid into the fifth wheel, so it's not an easy one to do. Alright, whatever. I'm not sitting here trying to anymore. Turn this all off. I'll pull up. And another thing about this truck, I see how this is at least touching here, not running through. I've had it. I used this once before, and the load actually went through the back of the sleeper. So like I said, not a great detailed mod, but it's still a good truck. I'm not knocking it. Like I said, every truck, especially if a modder made it, if they put the time into it, there's some good qualities about it. And that's why I said I'm gonna be more on the upside than the downside. I'm just gonna present to you what I've noticed. So alright, let's go ahead and hook her on up. Like I said, no cables. There's no cables. Get back inside here. Now I'm curious. Oh, let's see what we got to pick up. Don't even know what we're picking up out of. Okay, it's a real short video, because most of the trip then is just getting up here to get to Eddie's, because we're just going to Oxnard, not a real heavy load. So no, that's my initial start of what I think of the truck. As far as handling and sounding, I mean, you hear she sounds nice. She sounds very nice. I don't know what the Jake brake was about, because when I used it before, it didn't work at all. So maybe I just wasn't hitting something right. But it's got the trailer brake, as you can see, locked in. Let's roll. Right now she has a 500 cat in her. You know I like my cats, so turn this way a little bit. I can't see that mirror too well. Yep, a 500 cat is sitting up in her with an 18 speed. No retarders. It has the option you can get an 18 speed with a retard. I'm just not a fan of retarders. So you can do all the like basic customization, wheels, colors, because she came green, but I said I didn't want to do the stock green, so I changed it to this color. So, but I'd say one good aspect about this truck, I mean, besides my view, I mean, just basic, if anybody was coming back, like a selling point, if you were going to buy it, I know you don't have to buy it, but if you were going to, because of the low quality of all the stuff on it, it's a very smooth truck to run for your PC. So there is that feature. That's a good little feature. And as I said, the indicator lights do work, so that's nice. So and I know with this Caterpillar, I mean, granted, we don't have a load right now, but she does pick up kind of quick. So if you're looking for that. So, I mean, me personally, if I was going to have this for my own personal thing, like a daily truck, I'd count it as a good worker truck. You know what I mean? A truck that you're driving just to be working with. Because there are trucks out there, like me personally, my personal opinion, like trucks I call like the Mercedes trucks, like the Volvo, for example, the new one they just added. Why am I rolling back? Okay, whatever. But the new one they just added, the SES, but not the day cabs, the full-on sleeper one. I forgot the number. I think the 780 or something like that. The one that's all the way at the end, like number 12. That to me is like a Mercedes truck. Very detailed. It's got a lot of features. Looks fancy. Looks good. Doesn't look like a truck you just be driving just to be working with and would be tearing up like on a farm or something. And also another truck I think is like that is the Freightliner Cascadia. That's a very, I call like Mercedes type truck. So this truck, like I said, is more of like a good worker truck. So if you want to get out here, maybe haul some heavy stuff, maybe have a truck you want to beat around a little bit, play with, but you know it's going to get the job done, I would suggest this truck for that. That's just my personal opinion though. Like I said, I'm trying to keep all my biased views out of this. But it's a very smooth truck. As you can see, she's handling an empty trailer fine. No issues or nothing like that. Very picking up pretty quick. And I hate traffic on a, what is it, Wednesday or Friday? I thought it was Friday. Well, I would talk right now during traffic, but I like to keep my truck tours strictly about the truck, so. Really? Y'all got all day to turn. Well, not now, but you did. I'm just giving you a better view, showing you that it does have the little spot mirrors if you haven't noticed yet, and the mirrors don't freeze up or anything like that. So I'm not, like I said, me personally, just because I'm not a big fan of Internationals is why I'm trying to say so much bad stuff, but I'm not trying to say anything bad about it, because it's a very well truck, you know, very well. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to get like I said, in my opinion, a good worker truck, this would be great for it. I hate picking up from this Eddie's, but it was the closest short load I could find, and I like to keep my truck tours short usually. Like I said, as you can see, she responds well. So I mean, there's nothing like, oh, I did that, that's my fault. There's nothing like technically wrong with the truck as far as like running or anything like that. And I mean, everything else, power and everything, you can adjust that with engines and transmissions and stuff like that. And as far as, like I said, the whole thing about advanced coupling, I did show you that it doesn't do that quite easily. No cables either. Oh, that's what I'm gonna check around. I'm thinking about to see if it's got on the Jake brake, because I thought it was trying to kick on as we were going, but I was like, it shouldn't be. I'm gonna see now if it has one. Pick up a little speed here. Get it above 35, because it may be one of them sensitive trucks. It's like cruise control. It gotta be above 35 or 35 to kick in. Okay, so it does have a Jake. So I don't know, the last one I had might not have been. I think it was a different version, like the same truck, but maybe like a 0.1 instead of a 0.2 like this one. Or I don't know. But this one does have a Jake brake. So that's a good, nice little new feature to me, even, because the one I had before didn't. So, and I was way close on that edge. My bad. I'm sorry, Wahlberg. No, it does have a Jake brake. So that's good. So, and that'll come really handy. Like I said, to me, that makes it a little notch above just being, well, no, it's still just a worker truck in my opinion, but it adds to that, you know. That way, if you got like a heavy haul or just something, you going down that hill and throw that Jake, just fits the picture, you know. That's my opinion, though. You can think what you want. I hate these hills, or these roads rather. All these twists and turns. I got a question for you, because it just came to my mind. I don't come through here that often. Does anybody know what happened? There used to be a road through here. It was like all dirt. You could go through it. Is that still around here? Leave a comment. Let me know, because like I said, I haven't been this way too often. So I don't know if it's still around here. I just haven't come to it yet. But if it is, where is it? Because I haven't seen it in a long time. You know the road I'm talking about. It might have just been when it was first came out. It was a little dirt road you went through down here to get somewhere, to get to the interstate and all that. So if it's through here, please comment, post a picture, just let me know where it's at. I just want to see if it's still here, because I know it used to be here. I know I'm not making that up. So, oh no, too much. Got my gearing all wrong now. I'm honestly just trying to think where that road was. So, but no, you see it hand. Like I said, I'm trying to be very generous with this truck, but I don't really need to be, because there's not too much wrong. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's just I'm not a fan of International. I'm just not. I've never been an International boy. That's just not my style. But I mean, this would be a great truck for you if you were just starting out on wanting to work a truck or something like that. Or like I said previously, if your PC ain't like the most top of the line, because let's face it, I know not all of us can afford. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was close. But I know all of us can't afford them high behind PCs, so if your computer ain't the most top of the line, I know back in the day trucks that were in hauling will run smoothly. So this one will run smoother for you. So like I said, it's not a bad truck at all. Just not my style. Let's go pick up this load, and I hate coming to this one. Debate now, I want to swing because I hate doing these type ones. It takes so long to back up. Yeah. I guess it gives you a good viewing of how it handles backing up too. So I'll go ahead and do it the longer way. I mean, it's easy after you do it so many times, but it's still the longer way, I call it. Whereas you could just swing the other way, swing it all hard and whatnot, but like, I'll just do it this way for now. Just need to make sure I don't hit no cars over here. Alright, that's good right there. I will say though, I remember last time using it back and I had to do a lot of, not jackknife backing, but you know what kind of backing I'm talking, where you gotta swing hard to get up in there and everything, cranking the wheel all hard and whatnot. It has a very better turning radius than I thought. Yeah, I know I'm off. I'm trying to center it so I can just pull it forward. Because I know there was no cars there, so I'm gonna use that space, do less turning than I have to. But no, it has a very good turning rate, especially for a long-nosed truck like this. But, you know, they're not the best as far as their wheelbase in the front like that, but it has surprisingly a sharper turning radius than I expected. You have to forgive my words. I don't know why they're getting all caught up. I guess I'm just tired, and I know I'm taking that curve, but I don't care. Go. I want to see if it does it here too. Might not do it here. Nope. Alright, and what I'm looking for, because if you drive around some of these places that have docks, you can actually now back into the docks and load. And I'm not talking with mods, I'm talking straight base SCS trailers. So, but alright then, that's, I wonder if I can just hit it without turning the engine off. Yeah, I can. There we go. So I ain't turning the engine off for that. Alright then, load it up. Only got like an hour to get up there. So, turn this. I don't need you, I don't need you, I need you. There we go. Just to show you how we headed up there, coming out of here. You know where Oxnard's at. I ain't got to do the map and all that. Turn the lights on, show you that it does have the lights, which I'm sure I've showed already, but I'll still do it because it's getting dark anyway. Trailer brake. And she's got 29, so it's not a heavy load at all. I thought it was heavier. But that's good, then you'll see how she just handles it. Crank it hard this way, look that way, make sure we're all good. Still good, very good, very good. Oh, pull. That was my fault. I was not paying attention. Too busy looking at something else. Yeah, I don't mind making mistakes and showing them to you. One thing I've noticed when I see a lot of people driving and whatnot, like I know all don't, but like the people who are going for simulation, they try and make it look like perfect and they don't make mistakes and stuff don't happen. Well, that's good for y'all. I'm not a robot. I know that sounds bad, but I'm not. I'm real, which means I'm gonna hit stuff, I'm gonna tear stuff up a little bit, I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm gonna skip some gears, I'm gonna stall the truck out, and I have no problem showing that to you. I got no problem. That's why I can't stand some of these people who edit it so well and out everything, and it's like, oh, I'm perfect, I just get in, I drive, I back it up in one shot, watch this. Well, good for you. I'm realistic. In one shot, I don't care if you've been driving for 30 years. don't always happen. It just don't. So, more power to you, but I ain't. I'm going to show you the real deal. I'm going to show you my mess ups. I'm going to show you my mistakes. I'm going to show you when I stall out. I'm going to show you all that. I'm going to show you all that. And you see, she's picking up speed just fine. So like I said, it's a great worker truck. That's what I'm going to call it. A good worker truck. I'm just not an international fan. That's why when you just started this video, you heard me go, ugh. Alright, let's get this over with. Because I just did not want to get back in this truck. Nothing wrong with it, again, like I've been stating probably throughout this entire video. Nothing wrong with it. Just not my style. Not a fan of it. But I'm sure a lot of people will be happy with this truck. Getting a little hectic through here. Like I said, it has the 18 speed in it, so I'm going to go into high just to show you. It even does the high. So like I said, there's nothing systematically wrong with it, technically wrong with it, nothing like that. It is a really nice truck, well put together truck. Anything you could think that any truck other has besides the advanced coupling thing and the cables, it has it. So like I said, it's a great worker truck in my opinion. Just not my style. I'm sorry. I can't put any other way to say it. That's just the real reason I just didn't want to get in this truck. Not my style. I'm not a big fan of the flat tops like that. I'm not a big fan. A Peterbilt, sure. But most anything else that's just a flat top, I won't mess with, for one. And two, what else was it about the International? I'm just like, I'm not a big fan of. I can't remember at the moment, but that's just bottom line. That's just the bottom line. But again, these are just my views. That's why I pointed out all the positives of the truck. I pointed out what it does, what it doesn't do, how it rolls. You can see how it's flying down the road now. I think, it's supposed to take an hour to get there, and we already here. And I wasn't even speeding that bad. I know I was speeding, but not that bad. So, I mean, I can't see any reason to not get this truck if you're looking for a good truck. If you are, this is a great truck to get. It's a great worker truck, like I said, in my opinion. I got nothing else to say on it then, because that's my tour of it, my review of it, all that stuff. So let's see where we backing into. Yes, that nice one. I like that one. I like that one, especially when it's like this and you got all the space in the world. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna use it all. I don't care. I remember somebody told me, you ain't gotta use that much space. Good. You don't. I am. I'll use all the space available. I ain't showing off trying to look pretty for nobody. Get back in here. Pop this trigger down. Thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Like I said, it's got a very tight, short turning radius for a long nose like that. I mean, it's not no classic XL long nose, but it's still a pretty long nose. It ain't like a Peterbilt wheelbase, so as I said, for the type of wheelbase and nose it's got on the front, it's got a very nice one. I think here will do it. I'm gonna do it here. Show you what I mean by you can dock it. Nope, can't do it here either. Maybe it's just an Oregon thing then, because I remember when I did it a lot of times I was in Oregon, so maybe it's just a new Oregon feature and you can't do it here yet. Or maybe you need a longer trailer. Maybe, I don't know, one of the two. But alright then, I ain't here to talk about that. I was just here to give you the truck tour of the International. You can find it on the various, not the Steam Workshop, but the various American Truck Simulator websites that are to download mods. You can find it on there. And like I said, I'm sure you'll enjoy it a lot. Way more than me, just because I'm not a fan of International. So, but I hope you'd enjoy the video. Leave some comments. Oh, and answer that question if that road is still out there in Los Angeles, like I was talking about, because I really want to know. So, alright then, thanks for watching. I'll holler at y'all on the next truck tour.